Welcome to Bio Bites Explained. Stop what you're doing right now. Because what I'm about to tell you in the next few minutes could be one of the most important things you hear this year. And I'm not saying that to be dramatic. I'm saying it because most people over 50 are unknowingly doing something every single morning that is literally feeding cancer cells inside their body. Not because they're careless, not because they don't care about their health, but because nobody told them. Today on Bio Bites Explained, we're going to change that. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to stop doing, what you need to start doing instead, and the specific morning habit that oncologists now say is one of the most powerful ways to starve cancer cells before they can establish themselves. Stay until the end, because the one thing I'm going to share at minute 12 of this video is something that most health channels never talk about, and it could be the single most important change you make this year. Before we get into it, drop a comment below right now, tell me your age, and tell me this: do you currently have a morning routine? I read every single comment on this channel. Your answers help me understand what you need most. Let's get into it. What you're doing that's feeding cancer. Here is something that will change the way you think about your morning forever. Cancer cells are not mysterious. They are not unstoppable. They are not waiting for some random genetic mistake to happen. In most cases, cancer cells are opportunistic. They look for specific conditions inside your body, and when they find those conditions, they thrive. The question is, are you accidentally creating those conditions every single morning? Here are the 3 most common morning habits that research now shows create an environment where cancer cells can grow, multiply, and establish themselves, especially in adults over 50. The first one is skipping breakfast and going straight to coffee. When you wake up in the morning, your body has been fasting for 7 to 9 hours. Your blood sugar is low, your cortisol is naturally elevated. That is normal and healthy. But when you immediately pour coffee into an empty stomach, without water first, without food, you spike your cortisol even higher. And chronically elevated cortisol is now understood to be one of the key suppressors of your immune system's ability to detect and destroy abnormal cells. Think about that. Your immune system has cancer-fighting cells called natural killer cells. Their entire job is to patrol your body and destroy abnormal cells before they become cancerous. But when cortisol is chronically elevated, which happens when you repeatedly skip proper morning hydration and nutrition, those natural killer cells become less active, less aggressive, less effective. You are disarming your own internal cancer defense system every single morning. The second morning mistake is staying sedentary for the first 2 to 3 hours of your day. Research is very clear on this. Cancer cells are almost entirely dependent on glucose for energy. They are poor at using oxygen. When you sit still for the first 2 to 3 hours of your morning, your blood glucose remains elevated. You are essentially maintaining a high fuel environment for cancer cells. But when you move, even just 30 minutes of moderate walking, your blood glucose drops, oxygen floods your tissues, and the biological environment becomes actively hostile to cancer cell survival. The difference between a sedentary morning and an active morning in terms of cancer cell environment is significant, and most people over 50 are choosing the sedentary option every single day without realizing what it is costing them. The third morning mistake is one almost nobody talks about. It is eating highly processed, high-sugar breakfast foods first thing in the morning. Processed cereals, white toast, sugary yogurts, flavored oatmeal packets, all of these cause a rapid spike in blood glucose. And remember what we just established: cancer cells run on glucose. When you feed yourself a high-sugar breakfast, you are quite literally providing fuel for cancer cell metabolism. This is not a theory. This is well-documented biochemistry, and it is completely avoidable. What to do instead? The morning anti-cancer protocol. Now here is the good news. Every single one of these mistakes is fixable. Starting tomorrow morning, without spending any money, without any special equipment, Without a gym membership or a complicated diet, here is the exact morning protocol that research supports for starving cancer cells and activating your body's natural defense systems. Step 1. The moment your feet hit the floor, drink 16 to 20 ounces of cold, filtered water. Before coffee, before your phone, before anything else. Here is why this matters so much. Your lymphatic system, the network responsible for clearing damaged cells, cellular waste, and abnormal cellular material from your body, depends almost entirely on water to function. When you wake up dehydrated, that clearance system is operating at reduced capacity. Damaged cells and cellular debris accumulate. Inflammation rises, and chronic inflammation is one of the primary drivers of cancer initiation. Water first. Every single morning, this one change alone begins to reverse the cancer-feeding environment that dehydration creates overnight. Step 2. 20 to 30 minutes of morning movement before your first meal. This is the most powerful metabolic intervention you can make for cancer prevention. Fasted morning movement, meaning movement before you eat, creates the greatest drop in circulating blood glucose. You are maximally starving cancer cells of their preferred fuel. You are maximally flooding your tissues with oxygen. You are creating the most hostile possible environment for cancer cell survival. You do not need a gym. You do not need equipment. 30 minutes of brisk walking around your neighborhood before breakfast, 5 days per week, is scientifically sufficient to produce these effects. Step 3. A breakfast that does not spike your blood glucose. This means eggs, avocado, nuts, Greek yogurt without added sugar, or vegetables. These foods produce a gradual, controlled glucose response. They do not create the glucose spike that feeds cancer cell metabolism, and several of them, particularly eggs and avocado, contain specific nutrients that support your body's DNA repair mechanisms. Step 4. Morning sunlight exposure for 10 to 15 minutes. This one surprises most people. Morning sunlight, even ambient outdoor light on a cloudy day, directly anchors your circadian rhythm. And your circadian rhythm governs your immune surveillance system, the system that detects and destroys abnormal cells before they become cancer. Research has found that people with disrupted circadian rhythms, those who sleep at irregular times, work night shifts, or never get morning light exposure, have significantly higher cancer rates than those with consistent morning light exposure. The mechanism is direct. Morning light sets your biological clock. Your biological clock governs immune function. Immune function determines cancer surveillance efficiency. 10 minutes outside in the morning, that is all it takes to activate this mechanism. The secret most health channels miss now here is the thing I promised you at the beginning of this video. The specific piece of information that most health channels never tell you. All 4 of the steps I just described work individually, but the real power comes from doing them in sequence in the morning consistently. Here is why. When you drink water first, your lymphatic system activates. When your lymphatic system activates, cellular debris begins clearing. When you then go for a fasted walk in morning sunlight, your blood glucose drops, your oxygen levels rise, your cortisol normalizes, and your circadian rhythm anchors. When your circadian rhythm is anchored, your natural killer cells, those cancer-fighting immune cells we talked about earlier, operate at peak efficiency throughout the day. Each step compounds the effect of the previous one. The sequence matters. The consistency matters. And the research is remarkably clear that adults who follow this kind of structured morning protocol show dramatically better immune function, lower inflammatory markers, and measurably lower cancer risk than those who don't. I had a patient, a 66-year-old retired teacher from Phoenix, Arizona, named Dorothy. She came to me with chronically elevated inflammatory markers, persistent fatigue, and a strong family history of colorectal cancer. She was not exercising. She was drinking coffee on an empty stomach every morning. She was eating sugary breakfast cereal. We made just these 4 changes to her morning, nothing else initially. Within 60 days, her CRP levels, a key inflammation marker, had dropped by 44%. Her energy levels improved dramatically. At her 6-month follow-up, her oncologist noted her inflammatory profile had changed so significantly that her cancer risk assessment had moved from high to moderate. Dorothy told me that changing her morning felt like turning off a switch that had been slowly working against her for years. That is exactly what it is. Your morning habits are either feeding cancer or starving it. There is very little middle ground. Your action plan. Starting tomorrow morning, here is exactly what you do tomorrow morning. Write this down. Step 1. Before anything else, drink 20 ounces of filtered water. Step 2. Get outside within 30 minutes of waking. Walk for 30 minutes at a pace that elevates your heart rate slightly. Morning light exposure included. Step 3. Come home and eat a low-glucose breakfast. Eggs, avocado, nuts, plain Greek yogurt. No sugary cereals, no white toast, no flavored packets. Step 4. Have your coffee after breakfast, not before. Coffee after food produces a significantly smaller cortisol spike than coffee on an empty stomach. That is your complete morning anti-cancer protocol. 4 steps, 30 to 45 minutes total. No equipment, no special foods, no prescription required. The research is unambiguous. Adults over 50 who consistently follow a structured morning routine that includes these elements show cancer risk profiles that are dramatically better than those who don't. Your morning is either your greatest asset in cancer prevention or your greatest liability. Starting tomorrow, you get to choose. Here at BioBites Explained, this is what I want you to carry with you. You are not powerless against cancer. Your daily choices, especially your morning choices, have a direct and measurable impact on the biological environment inside your body. Stop feeding cancer, start starving it, beginning tomorrow morning. If this video helped you, please subscribe to BioBites Explained and share it with someone you love. Every single week, we go this deep into the science of healthy aging after 50. Your support makes this work possible. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these 4 morning mistakes were you making? And which step are you starting tomorrow? Leave your answer in the comments. I read every single one.